welcome to the 24th day of VEDA. People around town are trying out vlogging. That is great. I welcome all the vloggers. If you're a newbie vlogger, I've got some tips and tricks for you that will really help you out when it comes time to edit. Tip number 1, make sure and get a nice wide shot. The reason for this is that later on in editing, you can cut easily between a wide shot and a close-up shot to emphasize your point. Now, there's nothing wrong with jump cuts. There's a long history of jump cuts being used in both cinema and television. However, too many will really start to annoy your viewer. So, by just altering the shot a little bit, you can really change that up and make it look super sweet. Maybe even like you have 2 different cameras. Even though we all know you're broke as hell and you're just using one. The second tip is along the lines of the first one. If you're lucky enough to have a 1080p camera, film in full 1080. The reason for this is that then later on, when you go into the editing room, you can reduce your project size to a 720p resolution and cut off the sides. It will then look a lot better because you won't be losing any definition between your shots. Another tip for when you're editing is don't be afraid to layer your timelines and let some clips bleed into others. A bleed into another clip would be something like a reaction shot. For example, I might be telling you about how stupid was that guy did that thing for that many Twinkies. But meanwhile, what would actually be shown is my face doing something like, so then later on, I can combine the two. How stupid was that guy did that thing for that many Twinkies. See how good that looked? Layering also means that you can stack your project one on top of another, thereby creating some interesting sound effects or create different layers of subjects on top of one another, like perhaps a title over top of a video. I'm aware that some of you may just have a camera, and some of you may just be filming this on a webcam. But if at all possible, the one piece of equipment I would beg of you to buy after your camera and your computer would be a tripod. A tripod will keep your shot steady and allow a lot more movement by you without disrupting your viewer's look at the background. I don't want to see all of your house. It's very similar to taking a selfie in the bathroom. Don't do it. Tripods are not that expensive. You can pick one up at your local box store for a steal of a deal. Ladies and gentlemen, for your final tip, I'm going to give you some acting advice. Now, you will be the subject of your vlog, and as any actor will have told you, they've heard a million times, find your light. Don't film yourself in a dark area. It doesn't look good. Hit the light. Turn it off. See how terrible this looks without my light on? See how grainy the video is? It is pretty grainy, isn't it, there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, turn it back on. Add an additional light to your subject, yourself in this case, and this shouldn't be that hard. You can find it in a lamp in your house, standing under fluorescence, or the cheapest solution of all, use the sun. Go outside and film your vlog. On a cloudy day is the perfect day to film. Finding your light means making sure that you look good and that you've got good contrast between yourself and the background and that the camera can see you. And really, that's what you should care about anyways, is you're going to be talking to a camera. Make sure that you're well lit and can see yourself on the camera when you're editing later. If you need to know what your framing looks like, get a camera with a swivel screen or get a friend to help you out and frame you up. When you've found your mark, put down something like a rock, a piece of tape, something where your feet can feel it and you can know where your mark is. For example, I know that I will be in frame if my feet are touching the back of this couch. So as long as my legs are moving along this couch, I'm in frame. If I come too close, I may not be in frame anymore. Am I in frame? Mm-mm. Not even a little, huh? No. Do I have like buttons showing? Is that it? Okay. See what I mean? Get yourself in frame and make sure that you have a marker. This will ensure that you're looking great in your video. Those are just a few simple tips to make your vlogs look twice as good. Thanks everybody for joining me for the 24th day of VEDA. I'll see you tomorrow.